Welcome, Lemurs fans. James Nasser here with you for another edition of Lemurs Baseball. Lemurs are in Grand Prairie taking on the Texas AirHogs here for a 3-game series against one of their division rivals. Lemurs won the series against the another division opponent, the Joplin Blasters, 3-1 with their win last night. Lemurs coming off that victory, a 2-1 victory, as the Lemurs in that 4-game series against Joplin won all 4 games were decided by 1 run. They won 3 of those games, as the Lemurs will try to now win a series here in Grand Prairie against the AirHogs that are known as the Texas AirHogs. Second time we've been in Grand Prairie this season to take on the AirHogs. We went to Amarillo once, their other home, as they split their home games between Amarillo and Grand Prairie. The standings right now in the American Association, the Lemurs with their win last night are 40-33. They sit 6.5 games behind the Wichita Wingnuts, who also won last night. They are 46-26. The AirHogs right now third in the division at 27-46, 19.5 games out of first. And the Joplin Blasters last place in the South, 25-47, 21 games out of first place. The AirHogs have actually won their last 2 and are 4-6 in their last 10 ball games. Lemurs 6-4 in their last 10 games. The Central right now is led by the Lincoln Salt Dogs. 40-32 is their record. They are ahead of both the Gary South Shore Railcats and Sioux City Explorers by 3.5 games. Both Gary and Sioux City are 37-36, with Kansas City 30-42, 10 games out of first. And over in the North, the St. Paul Saints are 49-23. They have a 6.5 game lead against the Winnipeg Goldeyes, who are 42-29. Winnipeg has won 8 straight games. They actually lead the wild card. Take a look at those wild card standings here in a second. Fargo 35-37, 14 games out of first, and Sioux Falls 26-47, last place there. They are 23.5 games out of first place in the North Division. Over in the wild card, those standings, you have the Winnipeg Goldeyes leading the wild card, 42-29. Lemurs in second place, 3 games behind the Goldeyes at 40-33. Still in the wild card hunt are the Sioux City Explorers and the Gary South Shore Railcats. They're each 6 games out of the wild card race at 37-36. And Fargo is still clinging to a chance there with the wild card, but they're 7.5 games out of it at 35-37. So they've got a lot of work to do. Lemurs, though, just 3 games out behind the Goldeyes. Certainly still possible for the Lemurs to get the wild card or even the division. They can catch up to the Wingnuts, as they're only 6.5 games behind them and still have 28 games left of the season. 27 games left of the season due the Lemurs. Looks like we're getting closer to first pitch here as the Lemurs take on the AirHogs. Starting for the Lemurs today will be right-hander Gabe Perez, making his second start for Laredo, 3rd appearance overall. He is 0-0 with a 9.64 ERA coming into today against Diego Ibarra, making his professional debut today, the right-hander for the AirHogs. We'll have more on those 2 pitchers, as well as a look around the league scoreboard from last night and whatever's going on today here in a few minutes when we come back, as the Lemurs and AirHogs get closer and closer to first pitch here in Grand Prairie.
It gets going. Drive over to Ashley Furniture Home Store this week for our best Memorial Day sale ever. Get dramatic price reduction store-wide or no interest until January 2021. Choose from sofas and sectionals, all at unbelievably low prices. Plus find savings on beds and amazing deals on dining rooms. It's our best Memorial Day sale ever, so don't wait. Hurry over to Ashley Furniture Home Store right now. Ashley Furniture Home Store. This is home. 4520 San Bernardo Avenue, Laredo, Texas, 956-712-2401. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payments required. See store for details.
Core Business Solutions is a proud sponsor of Lemurs Baseball. Core Business Solutions services the 17 southernmost counties of Texas as well as areas of northern Mexico. They offer a wide range of high-tech solutions for businesses and organizations. Make Core Business Solutions your solution today.
Hey, ¿tienes algo que celebrar? ¿Que le salió el primer diente a tu hijo? ¿Que tu abuelita aprendió a tuitear? ¿Que cambiaste tu cheque? La respuesta es la misma. Pues un carnesazo. No importa lo que estés celebrando, lo que importa es que lo celebres. Pues con un carnesazo de H-E-B. En H-E-B encuentras gran variedad de cortes a precios bajos y de buena calidad. Carnesazo. Carne asada con ganas solo en H-E-B.
Falcon Bank and the Laredo Lemurs are a winning combination. At Falcon, they know what counts: personalized service, attention to detail, and genuine commitment to helping customers achieve their dreams. Falcon Bank, guided by faith, grounded by family, and committed to you.
Managers having their home plate meeting there with James Frisbee and Pete Incaviglia. Frisbee looks like he's digging around on home plate with the umpires. I don't really know what that's all about, but let's take a look at the scoreboard from last night. Sioux City won yesterday 5-4 at home against the Kansas City T-Bones. They went extra innings, played 11 last night. The Gary South Shore Railcats, well, they lost at home 4-1 to the Winnipeg Gold Eyes as the Gold Eyes got the sweep of the Railcats there, 4 games in Gary. Sioux Falls Canaries lost to the AirHogs 5-0. And in Lincoln, the Salt Dogs losers at home 3-1 to the Wichita Wingnuts. Of course, Lemurs won 2-1 against the Blasters. Ryan Beckman, not Beckman, but getting the win last night. Yes, it was Beckman. I forgot. He threw 6 innings yesterday. Gave up just 1 run. It was unearned on 4 hits. As Danny Reynolds, Luis De La Cruz, and Jeff Inman all threw shutout innings in relief. Inman got a save. Mario Morales took the loss, giving up 2 runs over 7 innings for the Blasters. Only 1 of those runs was earned. Today on the scoreboard, no games in action yet, but everyone's starting new series is out there. The Blasters will be hosting the Sioux City Explorers. Sioux Falls hosting Winnipeg. Over in Gary, the Gary South Shore Railcats will be taking on the St. Paul Saints. Lincoln Salt Dogs are in Kansas City taking on the T-Bones. And in Fargo, the Fargo Moorhead Redhawks will be playing the Wichita Wingnuts for a series. So some interesting series going on as the teams competing for playoffs spots. Winnipeg right now and Laredo, the top 2 teams in the wild card, playing 2 of the bottom teams in the league. But Wichita taking on a team still in the hunt there with Fargo as they cling to their playoff lives. So we'll see if maybe Wichita can drop a couple of games here. Ceremonial first pitch thrown out, and it was a dart for a strike. Sign that guy up. We'll be back in a few moments with your starting lineup. Actually, we'll go starting lineup right now because I think we're about ready for first pitch here. Take a look at your starting lineups. First for the visiting team, which will be your Laredo Lemurs. Lemurs will be led off by center fielder Alvaro Rondon, batting in the leadoff spot. Cesar Valera is batting second at third base. Ty Morrison is batting third in left field. The right fielder and cleanup hitter today is Dennis Phipps. Batting fifth is first baseman Zane Chavez. J.D. Pulfer bats sixth. He's at shortstop. At catcher, Pulfer's batting sixth. Yes, Poso batting seventh at catcher. Nick Jewett batting eighth. He's the DH. And at second base, Jimmy Norris. He is batting ninth. Again, that's Rondon, Valera, Morrison, Phipps, Chavez, Pulfer, Poso, Jewett, and Norris. AirHogs taking the field here. They're starting on time. I'm not used to the on-time starts. AirHogs lineup will be led off by Corey Morales, followed by at shortstop, followed by Juan Sanchez in center field. We'll finish their lineup when we get after the national anthem here.
For the play of our national anthem.
Ready for first pitch. Let's take a look at that AirHogs starting lineup really quickly again. Corey Morales leading things off for the AirHogs at short. Juan Sanchez in center field batting second. Burt Reynolds, the league leader in home runs, batting third. Devin Rodriguez is a cleanup hitter at first base. Nick Akins is the DH batting 5th. Leon Bird bats 6th. He's at 3rd. At second base batting 7th is Brian Bistain. In right field batting 8th, Cody Lenahan. And batting 9th is catcher Michael Miller. Again, that's Morales, Sanchez, Reynolds, Rodriguez, Aikens, Bird, Bistain, Lenahan, and Miller, with Diego Ibarra on the mound. Ibarra warming up right now for the AirHogs, a rookie making his professional debut here on the mound against the Lemurs. 6 foot, 170-pound right-hander from Riverside, California, as he played collegiately at California Community College as well as Oklahoma Wesleyan. Making his debut against the defending champion Laredo Lemurs. Not a small task, that is for sure. Ibarra getting loose on the hill. Take a look around defensively for the AirHogs. Miller behind the plate, Bird at 3rd, Morales at short, Bistain at 2nd, Rodriguez at 1st. The outfield, Reynolds in left, Sanchez in right, and Lenahan. Or Sanchez in center, sorry, Lenahan in right. Lemurs will be led off by Rondon, Valera, and Morrison. First 3 batters here tonight.
The starting battery for the AirHogs off the mound.
Ibarra throwing to Miller. Ibarra this season in college at Tennessee Wesleyan University, a powerhouse NAIA school. Well, he pitched in 15 games, made 13 starts. Was 10-3 with an ERA of 2.46, so a really good year for Diego Ibarra as a Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldog. Righty versus the switch-hitting shortstop while playing center field tonight for the Lemurs, Alvaro Rondon. First pitch of the ball game taken high at 7:06 p.m. 1-0. Rondon hitting .268 with a home run and 29 runs batted in. There's a swing and a miss, and the count 1-1. So first batter of Diego Ibarra's pro career is Rondon, and he's grounds one foul. Count now 1-2 as that ball went down towards the first baseline area. Ibarra with the 1-2 pitch. Rondon takes just outside. He thought about swinging, but didn't go. And the count 2-2 evens up. Break-even pitch. Rondon takes inside just a tad, and the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Rondon here against Ibarra to start off the ball game. Ibarra really good numbers in college. 3-2 pitch fouled away. So the count will stay 3-2. Ibarra, right side of the rubber, winds in the pitch. Swung on, grounded right side towards the second baseman. Bistain with it, throws to first, and Rondon put away 4-3. So first pro batter that Ibarra faces is ground out to second.
Number 6, third baseman, Cesar Valera.
And Cesar Valera to the plate. Lemurs third baseman, right-handed hitter against the righty pitcher. Last night, the Lemurs faced a guy who was making his pro debut as a starter. He had previously pitched an inning of relief. First pitch taken on the inside corner, called strike, 0-1. He had previously, like I said, pitched. That was Mario Morales against the Lemurs in relief and then made a start. And the Lemurs really didn't have a whole lot against Morales yesterday. Swing and a miss in the count 0-2. As they scored just 2 runs, and one of them was unearned. However, they got the win by a score of 2-1. Pitch swung on, just grounded softly towards the mound. Ibarra fields it, throws to first, and Valera retired. 2 up, 2 down for Ibarra. That'll bring up Ty Morrison.
Left fielder, Ty Morrison.
Morrison, the Lemurs left fielder. Coming to the plate for the first time tonight, batting .291 with 4 homers and 34 runs batted in. Digs into the box. 2 outs, no one on. Ibarra with the pitch. Morrison's going to take just a bit outside and the count 1-0. Morrison last night had a double, an RBI double. It plated the first run of the game for the Lemurs in the bottom of the first. The pitch swung on, grounded hard left side towards the hole, and it'll get through as Morales dove for it. He couldn't come up with it. Morrison singles to reach here with 2 outs in the first, and that'll bring up former big leaguer Dennis Phipps.
Batting fourth, number 55, right fielder Dennis Phipps.
Phipps, the right fielder for the Lemurs, leads the team in home runs, 15 on the year. He has a .271 batting average and 48 runs batted in. Also 15 steals on the season. There's a number of those this year. In the pitch, Phipps taking on the outside edge, and the count and the pitch called strike, 0-1. Phipps yesterday was 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts. Looking to change that here against the AirHogs. 0-1 pitch. Phipps swings, fouls it back to the screen. The count now 0-2. Ibarra's worked ahead of 3 of the 4 hitters he's faced here. He got ahead 1-2 against Rondon. Ended up getting a full count, though, and then was ahead 0-2 against Valera. Got a ground out. Ahead of Phipps here, 0-2 in the pitch. Taken down and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Morrison at first base, getting a lead. Inching off ever so slightly. And the pitch, swing and a miss. Phipps strikes out. And boy, what a strikeout for your first of your career. You get a former big leaguer in Dennis Phipps. And we go to the bottom of the first. Lemurs nothing, AirHogs nothing.
Miller invented light beer, the original light Pilsner, and that changed everything. This led to people wondering L-I-T-E, that's how you spell light, which led to people thumbing through their dictionaries, which led to there's got to be a better way to look up words, which led to the invention of spell check, which led to better resumes, promotions, celebrations, and happy hour. Miller Lite, we invented light beer and happy hour. You're welcome. 12 ounces contain 96 calories, 3.2 carbs, 1 protein, 0 fat. Great beer, great responsibility. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Miller invented light beer, the original light Pilsner, and that changed everything. This led to people wondering L-I-T-E, that's how you spell light, which led to people thumbing through their dictionaries, which led to there's got to be a better way to look up words, which led to the invention of spell check, which led to better resumes, promotions, celebrations, and happy hour. Miller Lite, we invented light beer and happy hour. You're welcome. 12 ounces contain 96 calories, 3.2 carbs, 1 protein, 0 fat. Great beer, great responsibility. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Chavarria's Plumbing's the #1 choice for any plumbing problem. Chavarria's is a full-service company with up-to-date technology, trained professionals. With over 30 years of service to the community, Chavarria's is still growing strong. Visit chavarriasplumbing.com and go Lemurs!
Getting hungry? Popeyes always hits the spot. Make sure to stop by any Popeyes location to try out Popeyes' new Smoky Garlic Chili Chicken Dinner. It includes 4 smoky garlic chicken tenderloins served with Popeyes' new garlic herb dipping sauce, your choice of a signature side, and a buttermilk biscuit for just $4.99. Promotion starts Monday, May 25th.
South Texas families never strike out with Driscoll Health Plan. Catch the value-added services we pitch to our Medicaid members. Enjoy a free membership to specific Boys and Girls Clubs. Receive gift cards for completing Texas healthcare checkups. Restrictions and limitations may apply. Visit us at DriscollHealthPlan.com.
The starting battery for the Laredo Lemurs.
All right, Lemurs out in the field. Gabe Perez getting loose behind the plate. Jesus Poso around the field defensively. You have Valera at third, Pulfer at short, Norris at second, Chavez at first. The outfield left to right. Morrison in left, Rondon in center, Phipps in right. Texas AirHogs will be led off by Corey Morales, followed by Juan Sanchez and Burt Reynolds to start off the first inning here, those first 3 batters. Gabe Perez on the mound for the Lemurs. The right-hander winds in the first pitch to Morales. Is taken up high for ball 1. Perez enters the ball game here tonight with a 0-0 record and a 9.64 ERA. The 1-0 pitch is swung on, popped up high down by the third base dugout. Valera tracking it, It'll actually get towards the bullpen, but land well out of play. Count 1-1. Morales hitting .241 with 3 homers and 15 runs batted in this season for the AirHogs. Perez will wind, and the 1-1 pitch taken for a ball, and the count 2-1. Pitch a little bit high. Perez, though, has made 1 start and 1 relief appearance so far this season for the Lemurs. Start coming 4 days ago, working on short rest, 3 days ago, working on short rest. That ball hit deep down the line into left field, and it'll go foul. Had the distance, but well foul. And the count stays 2-2. Or moves to 2-2 now, actually, I should say. But Perez getting the start. His last start was on August 4th against Joplin. Got the win. Lemurs got the win, but Perez only threw 3 innings, giving up 3 runs on 5 hits, all runs earned, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. And a 4-3 victory as the bullpen threw 6 shutout innings in that game. 2-2 pitch taken outside, and the count now full. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Morales. Perez started the year for about 10 weeks, was on the inactive list for the Lemurs. Was having some issues with his visa, getting in the country. Swing and a ball hit into deep right towards the pool, but Phipps backs up on it, makes the play as he squares up, settling, and there's 1 away. Yes, there is a pool out here. You can't see it. We're up the first baseline a little bit here. This ball field mirrors what we have in Laredo. So by that I mean we have, in a lot of ways, it's not the same, but it's, in some areas it's kind of mirrored. How you enter the ballpark is pretty much the same, where you kind of go into the offices, but it's flip side. So instead of being like where we are right now, we're up the first base line, and Laredo, we're up the third base line, but almost the same spot. As to the plate, Juan Sanchez comes. First pitch from Perez to Sanchez, a called strike 0-1. Sanchez hitting .263 with 8 homers and 36 runs batted in. Of course, here we have the stationary camera, so I give you what I can get you, and that's what it is. But they do have a pool out in right field, kind of juts out into the field a bit. The wall making a U into the field from Reynolds with a lot of solo home runs this year. First pitch taken for a called strike. As you can tell, with just 44 home runs, 44 RBIs and 23 home runs. First pitch was a called strike. Now the 0-1. Breaking ball, a little bit in and low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Second place in home runs, that's Josh Mazzola. He has 17. So Reynolds, 6 home runs ahead of the guy in second. Dennis Phipps tied with a few guys for third. Pitch just maybe low or outside. It thought it got that outside corner at the knees, but not quite. And it's 2-1. But Reynolds, as the 1-2 pitch or 2-1 pitch is swung on and missed, count 2-2. Reynolds, when you look at the league leaders in RBIs, well, that's Josh Mazzola, who's second in the league in home runs, as I said, with 17. He has 66 runs batted in. Reynolds has 44. It's a difference of 22 RBIs, but the difference in home run, Reynolds actually leads Mazzola by 6 home runs. So Reynolds not really driving many guys in with his home runs. Pitch on the outside corner. Reynolds goes down looking. 3 up, 3 down inning for Perez, including 2 strikeouts, 1 swinging, 1 looking. We go to the top of the second. Lemurs and Air.
At laredosportsmed.com for more information.
For all of your vehicle collision repair and paint needs, there's only one place to turn: Mike's Paint Place. Mike's Paint Place has computerized color matching and digital imaging. They also do full frame and suspension repairs. Stop by and see Mike's Paint Place today at 6410 Polaris Drive in Laredo.
We'd like to imagine that if you're listening to this, it's on a radio in a backyard in between innings. The grass was mowed this morning, and the grill smells like heaven. And what do you know? Your friends just arrived with a 24-pack of Miller Lite, along with a few new food.
Top today, just as he did the last 2 games when Alvaro Rondon had to play the outfield for the Lemurs. And the pitch to Pulfer, taken on the inside corner, called strike, 0-1. Lemurs, AirHogs right now scoreless. On the top of the second, 1 out, no one on. The 0-1 pitch, Pulfer taking another called strike at the knees. And the count 0-2. Off-speed stuff there from Ibarra. They do have a radar gun, works sometimes. I'm not sure how accurate it is. 0-2 pitch, swinging a grounder down towards third. Waiting on it is Bird. He'll throw to first on the money, and Pulfer retired. 2 up, 2 down for the Lemurs. Serving as the bat boy today, or at least for Pulfer, is Harold Guerrero. He comes out. That might be the biggest bat boy I've ever seen.
Number 32.
He's got his gold cleats on to match the Lemurs' kind of their camo look. It's a dull gold, so it kind of matches that brown and desert yellowish camo. Jesus Poso at the plate takes a ball down and away. 1-0. Poso this season hitting .278 with 7 home runs, 35 runs batted in. The 1-0 pitch. Poso swings this one hard down the third baseline. It's fair. Gets past the glove of Bird and into the left field corner. Poso's digging for second, and he'll pull up there with a 2-out double. So the Lemurs with 2 hits tonight. Both have come with 2 outs. 2 outs in the first inning, now 2 outs here in the second. It'll be a double for Poso. And Nick Jewett to the plate. Jewett still in search of his first professional hit. Jewett has made 2 starts this season, has played in 4 games. He's had 2 pinch hit opportunities. Overall is 0 for 9 with 6 strikeouts. Still in search of that first hit. But once he gets it, I have a feeling the hits will start really coming for him. First pitch to Jewett, taken low. And the count 1-0. Jewett, the righty, against the righty Ibarra, pair of rookies. And the pitch, Jewett taking it on the outside corner, a called strike, 1-1. Lemurs, AirHogs scoreless at second base. Jesus Poso getting his lead. As the sun casting shadows over the infield, and the pitch, Jewett taking another strike on the outer half, and the count now 1-2. Jewett down in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes, his first of the game. And the pitch from Ibarra, Jewett swings, hits it down towards the right side, charging in is Bistain, the second baseman, flips over to first as that ball was taking him that direction. And Jewett retired 4-3. That'll end the inning. Lemurs strand a runner at second after getting the 2-out double by Poso. And we go to the bottom of the second. Lemurs and AirHogs both still scoreless.
At a Lemurs game with a beverage from Southern Distributing Company. Try mainstays like Miller Lite, Miller 64, and Coors Original, or reach for a Red's Apple Ale or Leinenkugel. Batch 19's the newcomer, a pre-prohibition beer inspired by the last batches of beer brewed before 19.
Connected to those guys, which led to dates, second dates, wedding bells, and